Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Rod Fowler. Megan has the night off. Speaking of the Huskers, what a game, right? Nebraska winning at Iowa today in Iowa City to end the season on a high note. Lauren Michelson is in Iowa City for the latest on today's action. Lauren.
Rod, what a night it was here at Kinnick Stadium. A win 8 years in the making as the Huskers and Iowa battled it out for the Heroes Trophy for the 12th consecutive year. And Nebraska playing spoiler to the Hawkeyes' chances at an outright Big Ten West title. Nebraska wins 24-17 for the first win over the Hawkeyes since 2014. Mickey Joseph leading the Huskers out on the field for the final time as interim head coach, as questions swirl as who could take over the helm of this Husker football program. First quarter opening play of the Huskers' second drive, Casey Thompson finds Trey Palmer wide open for an 87-yard touchdown. A fast start and major speed by Palmer puts the Huskers on the board first, 7-0. He go on to break Nebraska's single-season receiving record tonight. Fans showed out and they are loving it. Hawkeye quarterback Spencer Petras struggling early. Quinton Newsome hits him from behind for the sack, forcing a fumble that ended in a Husker 21-yard field goal. Second quarter, Alex Padilla in for Petras, who was injured on the previous sack. Ativa Magna Clements came unblocked off the edge to force the turnover as Garrett Nelson recovers the fumble and Iowa fans start to panic. Huskers take advantage with an 18-yard Thompson pass into the end zone to his favorite target, Trey Palmer. The Big Red up big, 17-0. Husker defense playing lights out. Iowa at the Nebraska 32. Padilla is sacked by Caleb Tanner for a loss of 13 yards, keeping the Hawkeyes out of field goal range as the first half comes to an end. Nebraska continues to capitalize in the second half. The Huskers punt turned into Iowa's third fumble of the game. The Huskers make Iowa pay as Thompson finds Marcus Washington for a 14-yard touchdown pass, 24-0 Nebraska. Later, Iowa's Caleb Johnson burst through the offensive line for a 44-yard touchdown run. The Hawkeyes' first score of the game, Nebraska still up 24-7. Things took a messy turn in the fourth quarter. Iowa kept the pressure on Nebraska, marching 90 yards in just under 3 minutes for a 14-yard passing touchdown from Padilla to tight end Luke Lachey, making it 24-14 with under 7 minutes left to play. Huskers trying to run down some clock. Ramir Johnson fumbled on the first play of the series as Iowa recovers but settles for a 45-yard field goal, closing the gap 24-17. With just 42 seconds left and the ball on the Iowa 36, Chris Kolarvik sealed the Huskers' win with an interception on fourth down. The Huskers win 24-17, snapping a 5-game losing streak to close out the season and bringing the Heroes Trophy back to Lincoln. What a game, and in a season that's been full of all kinds of ups and downs and a lot of uncertainty, the Huskers saved one of the biggest shocks for last, defeating the Hawkeyes behind a record-setting performance by Trey Palmer and what might have been Mickey Joseph's final time leading the Huskers.
This was early when this happened. We had to take this team over. But one thing I can say that they fought. They fought every Saturday that they came out. Nobody can deny that. Because that's what we asked them and that's what we expected out of them. You're talking about a high-character group. I love them for that. I love these coaches for that. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
To be honest, I really didn't know I broke it. I was just playing ball, trying to get a dub. He just always talks about finishing and just finish for the brother next to you, and that's what we did. We fought for each other and never gave up.
Oh, man, yeah. No words. Yeah, it was awesome. Made sure every Nebraska fan touched it. Just going to keep it.
I picked Nebraska to come to Nebraska 2 times in my life, 1987 and 2021, you know. It's a good feeling. I love Nebraska. I love the state. I love the people. I love everything what Nebraska stands about. And I think you can see today that they you know, these kids are young. They're young in this conference, and they believe now.
We're really happy for him. We were always chanting his name anytime we get a win. So we want to see Mickey succeed, and I think everyone can agree that we all want him here at the University of Nebraska.
Now the Huskers know their fate. They are now finished for the end of the season and await an imminent coaching hire. Iowa, on the other hand, has to wait and sit on their hands all day tomorrow to see their fate if they can make it to the Big Ten title game. For now, reporting from Kinnick Stadium, Lauren Michelson, Channel 8 Sports.